Namoy, it is Joinen, and welcome to the thing. Today's thing. Meet my story is today's thing. Okay, so today we're gonna be looking at the Meet My Story animated YouTube channel. They do the animations. You know, we've done this stuff before. Come on, keep up. But more specifically, eating money. I eat money. This animated story girl, rich girl, I suppose. She's got to be rich if you're gonna eat money. You're gonna have a couple dollars lying around if you're gonna be eating some money. So here we have it. There she is in all her money-eating glory.
Hey guys, my name is Gloria, and you won't believe it, but I eat money. I love its taste and crunch, but it was not always like this. It's just that at some point...
Did you say you love its taste? And crunch? Yeah, money's pretty dang crunchy.
I wanted to try something new in my life. To be honest, this turned into certain trouble for me. I live in a very wealthy family.
I wouldn't have guessed.
My parents are big businessmen who sell cars all over the world. So
Okay.
I have everything that any teenager can dream of, and even more than that.
like some good cash to munch on. What more could you want? That is the perfect teenage lifestyle. Look, you get to live on a yacht. Fancy little yacht right there with your parents. You get anything you want, including some good, tasty, cold, hard cash.
On my 13th birthday, my parents gave me a yacht on which I had a cool party. And when I turned 14, I got a helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
And if you think that's cool, you're wrong. You see,
Okay.
when a person doesn't have a lot of money, they can dream and get incredible emotions from purchases.
Yeah, like when I bought my helicopter, it was exciting because I was working towards buying my helicopter. And then when I got it, that's the good stuff. None of this just free helicopter business from the parents. So lame. You know what's lamer than buying your own helicopter? Getting a free one. Ugh. Grown fest. Does she drive the helicopter herself? Or does she have like a helicopter driver?
But I can't do that. I have everything. And I no longer dream of anything. And new expensive things do not evoke any emotions in me.
Okay, yeah, but then you gotta do what every other rich person does. Listen, it's not about the money anymore. It's about the rarity. You gotta get that rare stuff. Get those AA class certified shiny gold foil Charizard cards. I don't know. It comes down to having the things that no one else has. You gotta flex on them. You gotta flex your drip. That is how you effectively be a good rich person. Enjoy your rich person life.
Lately, I have lived as if in a vacuum that was covered with gold. Everything around me was shining and sparkling, but this didn't impress me. However, one day, everything changed. Once,
The Fire Nation attacked?
my classmates and I were hiking, but had a little trouble. The branches of the trees were wet because of the recent rain, which, by the way, hadn't been mentioned in the weather forecast.
Oh, jeez. Being rich can't even buy you good weather forecasts.
Leo even forgot to take paper, despite the fact that he was responsible for the things that were necessary for the fire.
Oh,
This meant
Leo.
that we would not be able to make it. We were already getting a
The
bit...
way she talks, this meant that we would not be able to make it. We can't make fire without paper. Look, we've got wood. We've got fire lighters. We've got some kindling and some like twigs. I mean, we're out in the open. We're camping. There's plenty of stuff you can make fire with. But if you don't have paper, good luck making fire.
nervous because Leo's lips were blue from cold, and my hands became numb. The rest of my classmates tried to keep warm by hugging each other. We needed too much time to go back, but we were already exhausted, so we had to stay there and shiver with cold.
Wait, hold on. I'm just feeling a little bit lost. I kind of missed the whole point of why we're there to begin with. Did you going camping? This was a school trip? Or wait, Or is it just for fun?
Some of us have already begun to think that we would freeze to death there. And for some reason, it was at this moment that one brilliant idea came to my mind.
Eat the money.
I completely forgot that I had several bundles of notes in my backpack.
Oh, you're gonna burn the money. I think that's illegal. I think last time I checked, how I could easily dispose of all my wads of cash, I think burning it is illegal. I know, right? But I think it's defacing something public. But anyway, life hack, good point though. Look, maybe illegal, but who's to say a good life hack can't be illegal? Out of paper to make a fire with? Just get some of your wads of cash from your duffel bag.
Them out, calmly set them on fire, and then put more or
Is Aussie money different because it's plastic? Yeah, you can't burn Aussie money. I mean, you could. Wouldn't be healthy.
less dry branches on them. This was how we got fire. The guys didn't cry as much from the horror stories that we told each other on the way
As much as the burning the money?
from me burning the money. They were really upset seeing this, while I actually felt some kind of pleasure. I loved seeing shocked faces around me, and it evoked emotions in me.
Okay. This sounds like we're after a bad start. We've got, what? Super rich person with just wads of cash, and they just can't find enjoyment in buying things anymore. But you know what they do enjoy? Shocked faces. That's how you create an evil master villain. An evil villain.
I decided not to stop there. So when I got home, I ordered the housekeeper to light the fireplace. And when the flame was blazing in it,
got the taste
I was
for
throwing
it.
green bills there.
She got the
I enjoyed watching the
taste.
fire consuming them, because at that moment, I felt almost like
I was
the
in
lord
power.
of the world who could afford anything.
Yeah.
However,
I
I
felt
quickly
strong.
got tired of it, and again I found myself in a void. But I did not
Banging
want to be there
Lambos with a
so much
baseball
that
bat.
I decided to do another crazy thing.
Uh-huh.
I smashed my car, which
Oh,
cost
yeah.
several million with a bat.
Several million? Hold on. I know Lamborghinis are expensive, but they're not. Several $1 million are expensive, aren't they? Yeah, I mean, come on here. We're talking like 400,000. You want the Aventador? That thing's like 800,000. Several million though? I mean, sure. Maybe it's a one of a kind. Does any Lambo person know what kind of Lambo this is? This is a Lamborghini, right?
And after that, I cut many of my branded clothes with scissors. But the problem is that I still do not feel joy and happiness at all.
Oh, I've got a solution for you. If this is what you love doing, you know what people absolutely love? Watching people do it. Upload your videos to YouTube. This is gonna work. This is gonna be perfect for you. You can look, smash it. Ruined a Lamborghini with a baseball bat? People would love that. I mean, people would go nuts. Like they'd be very angry, but you'd get the views. And hey, you know what money can't buy you? Clout. I mean, I guess in this case, it literally would be buying you clout. But hey, maybe that's what you need. You need to see that number trickle up. Maybe that will give you something, you know? Just even temporarily. Just trying to help a rich gal out. Become YouTube famous is what I'm saying. Or even do it on TikTok. Imagine that. Imagine just a TikTok channel that's just dedicated to like smashing Lamborghinis and cutting up Gucci clothes and stuff. That would pop off. You can't tell me otherwise.
And then, one evening, while suffering from idleness, I was watching a YouTube video of a girl eating a $100 bill.
Oh, well,
At that
okay.
moment, I thought that she was crazy. But a little later,
Yeah.
this idea seemed very tempting to me.
She's like, that sounds tasty.
I took a $10 bill, tore it in half, and ate it. Well, you won't believe it, but I even liked the taste of money. Also, the note crunched so cool on my teeth.
What? Ew. What? You can't describe money like that. Also, the note crunched so cool on my teeth. What are you even saying? It crunched on your teeth? Weirdest pregnancy craving ever.
And since then, I ate several bills every day.
Ugh,
Once, I
can't be good
came
for you.
up with the idea of making a salad out of money and adding
that's-
garlic sauce to it. That
Ranch.
was yummy.
Ranch! Check some ranch on there. I really need to move the Zoom thing, but I just find it too funny.
But then I wanted to show everyone how cool I was. Right at school, I made myself a sandwich with $100 bills.
No one thinks you're cool. Okay? You're eating your sandwich full of cash. That's not cool. Your friends aren't staring at you because they think you eating your cash sandwich is cool. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you.
And ate it in front of my classmates, licking my fingers. They were shocked and asked
Yeah.
why I was doing this. I replied that I liked the taste of money and then suggested that they try the wonderful sandwich too.
That's actually pretty
Leah
good.
said that I was nuts and I was doing some kind of bullshit. Because of my
Oh, jeez. Who was not expecting that?
antics, I lost a friend who, for some reason, didn't want to talk to me. He began to ignore me, and it seemed silly to me because I did not judge him for eating a lot of burgers.
Yeah. It's the exact same thing. I don't understand. I had this friend who just like stopped wanting to talk to me and stuff when I just started eating wads of cash. He said I was being weird or something. But like, I don't get it. I don't judge him for eating so many burgers. I notice. Oh, I notice. But I'm just such a good person that I'm friends with you anyway, despite all the burgers you eat.
However, Leo's ignoring did not stop me, and every day I continued to eat money in the school cafeteria. The guys told me that I was crazy, while I found their reaction funny. And then I decided to go to a new level. After coming to the park, I sat down on a bench, took out my wallet, and started eating money. I also made a thick straw out of bills and began drinking a milkshake. Some people
Trim, rich versus poor girls be like. This is just such like you can so imagine it. Wendy has a great idea. She rolls up her dollar bill to drink her boba.
while others were making comments. And one guy even took my wallet with money and ran away with it. I just laughed at it because it was already empty. Then some old lady sat down next to me, and after looking at what I was doing, she condemned me and said that I did not value anything in this life. I didn't want to listen to
That's not true. I value a good, hearty bowl of cash. So tasty.
the moral teachings on how I should behave. So I decided to visit my favorite cafe to get a coffee and cheesecake.
Yeah, look, can I get this cheesecake? But, could I get it with like, I don't know, say like maybe a little bit of cash in it? Like, I can give it to you. I'll put the cash there, and if you can just make it into the cash into the cake, thanks. That'd be great.
But this turned out to be a real disaster for me because I was badly poisoned. And in the evening, called an ambulance.
Wait, from the cafe? You're saying you're poisoned from the cafe and not from maybe all the cash you consumed? With all the germs and stuff. You know, cash isn't very clean. I don't know if you know this about cash. It gets around a little bit.
To be taken to the hospital. While I was lying in the ward after the stomach wash and waiting for my test results, I published an angry review on the page of that cafe, mentioning
I
that
see
one
what's
could
happening.
easily get poisoned there.
Yeah,
However,
she
when
thinks
the
it's a
doctor
cafe,
entered
but
the
it's...
room, he said that the printing ink caused my poisoning. He asked
yeah, so you know that... You've been in like... Hold on. Have you been, just out of curiosity... like eating a bunch of cash or something? Because I swear, it's almost like you got poisoning from eating something like cash.
what I had eaten on that day, and I told him everything, emphasizing on the coffee and cheesecake. But the doctor said that my addiction to banknotes, which were soaked in a very dangerous and toxic paint, was to blame. He added that if I had continued to do the same thing, I would have died of poisoning very soon. I immediately deleted the
Okay, friends, everybody watching at home, Make sure you take that note with you. Turns out you shouldn't be eating cash. So just stop. I know how much you think about eating your rewards of cash. I know it's the only fulfillment you can get in life for some reason. Turns out it's not that good for you. Or your wallet, am I right?
View from the restaurant page and thought that I would again have to look for some crazy way to evoke emotions in myself. And I will also have to say goodbye to the wonderful taste of money. This made me really upset.
You can still sniff
And
it though.
because of negative thoughts, I could no longer stay in bed. I decided to take a short walk down the hospital corridor and call my parents. They were abroad at that moment, but
not gonna
promised to send
believe-
a driver with a package of normal food. And when I was waiting for it, I noticed a girl not far from me who was sitting on a chair and reading a book.
Why don't you just like pay some rich fancy chef? Why don't you get like Heston? You get like Heston Blumenthal on it or whatever. He'll make you some cash, some edible cash for sure. He knows his stuff. Get like one of those sciencey chefs. They can whip you up something, some like not artificial cash. Something you can actually eat. And it'll make it look like cash. I'm sure you got the money. You got the money to put into this research.
I was very bored and decided to
Because of the negative thoughts, I could not stay in bed, said no one ever.
chat with her. Her name was Dina, and she also got to the hospital because of poisoning. We got into a conversation,
I bet you her poisoning was something a little bit more regular.
and I thought that Dina was a very interesting girl who was wise beyond her years. When I was handed a
She told me things like, I do not eat cash, for I do not feel it is a good idea. Such wisdom.
whole bag of groceries, I was very happy. And then I noticed with what desire Dina looked at it. I asked if she had anything to eat besides hospital food. And she said that her parents didn't have the money to buy that much food.
I see.
It turned out that Dina was from a poor family where all the attention was devoted to her disabled younger brother. He
Okay.
needed care and expensive medicines, which consumed most of the family budget. Dina said that she was not mad at her parents because they were trying to help him.
Oh, is this how she's going to get her enjoyment in life? She's going to start giving money to the poor. Why not? if that's what gets your rich person's Jimmy's rustled, then do that. I mean, even if it doesn't, do it anyway, I guess, if you got a bunch of money to spare.
Her story moved me, so I gave her my entire package. I also felt terribly ashamed. For a long time, I did not know what to do with money. And because of that, I started eating
No, you
it.
didn't.
While many people cannot afford even basic food. Ugh, what a blind idiot I was. Before my discharge, I handed Dina a check
Yeah.
for $100,000 to make it easier for her family to support the children. She refused it at first, but I still convinced her to accept the check.
Yeah.
And then I decided to help other children and families.
Ah,
That's
there we
why
go.
I gave all my pocket money to charity funds, so that
Good
there would be
stuff.
more and more happy and healthy people in this world every day. Why haven't I thought about this before?
I
It's
don't
so
know.
great to help others.
Good.
While being engaged in charity work, I finally began to experience vivid emotions, which were, in fact,
Can we talk about the fact that she outfit repeats? Like, girl, look, you think you're so rich, but then you just wear the same outfit every day. What's the deal with that? Like, rich who? I didn't think so. What were you saying?
only positive. It was much cooler than burning and eating money because they made me feel relevant and useful.
What, the poor people? It was so much better than just eating the money. Like, eating the money was good, but given to poor people just makes me feel relevant, you know? Like, it just makes me... Yeah, I mean, it's probably be fun for like a month or something, and then I'll move on to something else. I don't know what to make of that video. I don't really know what the moral is, but if there's any takeaway, it is to come follow me on Twitch where we film these live. Make sure to get some of the Lemon Carton merch or the Nug Thug merch. And I'll see you guys tomorrow!